Geezer here tonight, 16 days to go to Christmas. And I'm embroiled in the flashlight research. We call them flashlights. Over the pond, they call them torches. And my involvement with flashlight and torches was from Trevor of Summit of Nothing, the wild camping guy over in England, who used to light up his wild camps with a little Baton 2 Olight flashlight. I have one here. Let me pull it out here and show you what he was using. This one here, right there. He was using that to light up his camp. There it is. It's pretty bright. There's a couple stages. I think aluminum's is like 1200, if I'm not mistaken. But this is what he was using to light up his camp. I asked him, what are you using? He said, this is it. I got one. A little pricey at $70 at that time, maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago, but it worked. Also has a good clip that I could put on the brim of my hat, and blah, blah, blah. It rides in my tactical sleeve there. It's with me all the time. All right, so that's one of them. Then I got a Sofern 29, which is a beast of a flashlight, 3,000 aluminums, lights up the whole house and lights up the whole street. Also have a Ace Beam 2A Tactical, which is a skinnier flashlight, 2 diffuser cones. I just recharged it, jam up. I think it's 1,600, 1,700 lumens. Good. But of course, Nikkor puts out a 6,000 lumens, which is twice as powerful as the Sofern I have. Sofern's come out with an updated flashlight, but it has another flashlight on the side of the flashlight. So, they take these flashlights, be it round or square, and they just keep gimmicking them. We got white light, blue light, red light, green light, strobe light, wall light, light is your safety thing, blah, 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 blah. We go on and on and on and on. Spotlight, floodlight, whatever light. The problem with these lights, and that goes from this Olight, the Ace Beam, or the Sofern that I have, is that in high, over a period of time, it gets hot. Now, in some of my research, what do I mean hot? What I mean hot from 70 degrees to 140 degrees. Now, that's a wide range of temperature, but 70 to 140, I'm thinking anything over 100 could pose an issue to you, or could pose an issue to, could cause a fire. You could have a fire or burn yourself. So if you're using these high rechargeable output flashlights, torches, you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware and hope that you have a accessible cutoff switch, or a lockout switch, or a lockout ring, or whatever you want to call it, so you can lock out the flashlight. Because you certainly don't want to put a flashlight in your backpack, have it turn on, and wind up, if your backpack is flammable, in some cases they are, wind up starting a fire. Because you can start a fire with the concentrated beam of some of these flashlights. And of course, if you don't believe me, you could try to burn yourself with it. And if you do burn yourself, well, don't say, well, Geezer said. I'm just warning you that it can happen. So we're into flashlights. So what's the big deal with flashlights? Tint, color. Is it a spotlight? Is it a concentrated beam? Is it a flood? Is it a overflow light? Can you see? Does it touch everything? Does it light it up? What's the throw? You know, people, they're talking meters. Well, meters, 500 meters is 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet is what? 3 football fields? Right? No? No. That's not, 1,000 feet's not 3 football fields. 1,000 feet would be 300 yards. 300 yards would be, right? 300 yards would be, yeah. Keep back 1,000 feet. That's what you see on the back of fire trucks, right? Especially hook and ladders. Keep back 1,000 feet. Well, that's 300 yards. Could you figure that out on the street? How far back you have to be? No. Because I don't know what 300 yards on the street is. Is that half a block? Maybe. Maybe. No, it'd be more than a block, right? I'll have to go look and see. Here's a little research project. But anyhow, throw rate. How far you can throw a concentrated beam of light. Well, think about it now. Okay, let's pull this back out again. When you're talking about that, you're talking about a flashlight. This is a small one, right? So you're talking about a flashlight maybe twice as big as this, like my cell phone is twice as big as this, throwing out 3,000 lumens, 500 meters, right? It's all predicated on the LED that's in here, right? There's one LED in there. I show it to you, you see it. But some of them have an LED in there, right? Or UHI, as they call them. And then I'll have multiple ones around the bezel. And that gives you the power to throw it, okay? So that's what you get into. But see, like with the Solfern, that's a heavy flashlight. It's heavy because it's got a big battery, right? So just like anything else what we want lighter, quicker, faster, better, cheaper. Lighter, quicker, faster, better, cheaper, lighter, faster, better. Good luck. Flashlights are no different than knives. It's the same thing all over again. And you can get crazy with flashlights and spend $300. $300 to throw the light to the other side of the world. But I have to say that light is a safety factor when you're out hiking. Light is a safety factor when you're out walking your dog. Light is a safety factor when you're broke down on the side of the road. Light is a safety factor as a safety factor because you want to see. And it also can be used as a self-defense, non-lethal deployment. Very important. But we don't, a lot of times we overlook that, right? But drive your car at night with no lights and let me know. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.